inform you
and educate you.
From 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. every weekday on Google Television.
Alright, welcome back our lovely viewers. Thank you for being a part of this show, and we are very grateful that you're watching Google Television. And right about now, we're going for the segment of Standard Magazine. Standard Magazine, today is Thursday, and we will be talking about politics. But here with me in the studio, I have a friend. You're very welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for honoring our invitation.
You're welcome, you're welcome.
So I'm requesting that you introduce yourself to the people that are viewing us today.
Yes, my name is Derrick, a lawyer that is concerned basically with constitutional matters and family matters.
Yes, and today we're going to talk about the issue of the age limit case, because it's been a case that has been appealed, right?
Yes, there's an appeal in the Supreme Court.
Yes, and apparently even the dates have been set 15th and 16th of next year. So now the question that I have is that why do you think that these people, okay, the petitioners,
Yes.
why do you think that they should really struggle so hard to appeal this case?
Well, first of all, this appeal follows the decision that was already arrived at by the Constitutional Court.
Yes.
You will remember
Yes.
the Constitutional Court gave a very comprehensive judgment about the opinion concerning the matters that were very popular during that time of Tojikwatako.
Yes.
And I think that, well, it is a legal right when a petitioner is dissatisfied with the judgment. He has a right to appeal, and in this case, they have the right to appeal to the Supreme Court, which thing they've done, and well, that's their right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you know, people. Okay. Yesterday, while I was watching some of the previews,
Yes.
I discovered that dates had been set.
Yeah.
But failure to show up on that date,
Yeah.
what do you think will happen?
Well, when you lodge a petition
Yes.
to the Supreme Court, and you fail without reason to appear and attend to the case, to the matter,
Yes.
then the appeal can actually be neglected by the court.
Yes.
So what is important here is that since the petitioners in the very first instance are not satisfied with the outcome of the Constitutional Court
Yes.
judgment,
Yes.
they have to do all that it takes to be at court on that specific date,
Yes.
unless they have a reason,
Yes. But now
and a satisfying reason at that.
Yes. Now this age limit
Yes.
is only attached, or it's only positioned to the president of the country.
Yeah.
But I've actually been doing a quick research and survey,
Yes.
and don't you think this age limit should have affected everyone at least, not only the president?
Yes, and I think that's the vulgarization of the whole matter.
Yes.
Because apparently, when you look at the Constitution is not a jacket that you just decide to put on according to the weather. This is the most important document that we have as a law. We call it the grand norm. This is the grand norm from which all other laws obtain their legality.
Yes.
Now, it is a very wrong thing to politicize the whole matter and make it appear like as if the Constitution is only centered towards the person of the president.
Yes.
This Constitution actually states in this very first article that all power resides in the people, and it's exercised on their behalf by the government.
Yes.
So it is, I think, a very wrong thing for it to be just centered towards one person, one individual, who definitely is not eternal.
Yes.
Yes.
So the issue that was coming up was that people want to actually, get an effect of this.
Yeah.
And someone was actually asking me, like, this law, why, like, this provision in the Constitution has been tampered with or has been changed.
Yes.
And someone's question was that, why? When is it going to be effective?
Okay.
After this maybe current regime?
Yeah.
Is it going to be effective during this regime? What? Tell me.
Well, a law takes effect the moment it has been passed by the parliament.
Yes.
For instance, now the law in this case is the Constitutional Amendment Act number 1 of 2018.
Yes.
So the moment the president assents to it and is published in what we call the Gazette,
Yes.
it takes effect there and then.
There and then.
Yes, we don't wait for it to mature. It's not a fruit. It's,
Yes.
it's the law.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this is our opinion about this age limit petition, and I would not want to seem like it's just exactly how it should be. This is our opinion, and this is our guest, and apparently my expert in this field. But now for the dates that have been set, and for the issues that have been arising, and people not being satisfied with the kind of judgment and what. And I don't want to drive much more on the justices that are, aligned to this, because I know it is wrong.
Yeah.
But for the people who cannot come up and give their opinions, or maybe for the people that are petitioning and they're forgetting out some parts, how do you think we should communicate? Because now I was talking to someone who was saying, okay, maybe these people are petitioning, but there's some issues they've forgotten, and I would like to, and you cannot communicate with social media because it could be used against you in the near future.
You could be right, but now the right of the petitioner to go to court is constitution, as I've told you earlier.
Yes.
And if a person had an opinion about what should be discussed, or what should be presented by the petitioners or these appellants in the Supreme Court, until that person's views are brought to the attention of those appealing, his views may as well remain academic in their bedroom.
Yes.
Now, it's upon either the people themselves to tell these concerned parties, the ones who are going to court, to inform them of what they think. But that could require maybe a widespread forum by these people who are petitioning the court. Though I must as well say that when you look at the issues which are in contention, the issues to be determined in the Supreme Court, I find that they're just the same, really, the same issues which were already handled by the Constitutional Court. And, well, I don't know whether people would really be having any other ideas to add upon these, but the facts really still remain the same.
Yes.
And I think it's a good case for them to go to court and argue it out.
Well, but according to me, I am sure that the Supreme Court, according to the hierarchy of the courts, the Supreme Court is the one at the top.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
So, for these people, the appellants, should they lose the case still and still not be,
Well, that's unfortunately, that is the end of the journey, because that's the highest court in the land. So the moment
they lose their
the moment it doesn't go well with them, we shall just have to bear with the law. And I think the most important thing in this matter is to look really. In my own opinion, I find that this issue cannot be. It's beyond the courts. It's beyond the courts. If the opposition, basically the opposition members and other members of the public who think it isn't very, very good to allow the amendment, Article 1 or 2B. Article 1 or 2, Clause B of the Constitution. If they think it's not relevant for it to be amended, the law requires that 2/3 of the parliamentarians, 2/3 are the ones to determine if the quorum is available, and these 2/3 are of the opinion that it should be amended. It's going to be very hard for them to convince the court. They're giving issues like the basic structure argument, all those issues. I find them to be a little less in evidential value. If you're arguing this matter, what is most important, I think, is for them to understand that they require the majority. Either to strike out the law again, or to just wait for the next elections so that they have more members of parliament this time round. I think that's the better way.
Well, now that at least we know the dates of when the hearing of this appeal will be, well, then we just have to wait and see what comes up.
We have to wait and see. Though as I've told you earlier, we have to wait while we actually revise. Look what the Constitutional Court say. Because it is a fact that it's very possible for the Constitutional Court to err. And that's why the provision for an appeal is given. There is a possibility of error, either by fact or law.
But now, for our lovely viewers, just so you know, the dates have been set, so we're just going to wait as we prepare for, for the results that will come out of the hearing that is due 15th and 16th of January next year. But just to drive you a little bit away,
Yeah.
we have been having an issue of national dialogue. It has been called off. Attorney General says this, the other one says that.
Yeah.
These opposition parties say, me, I cannot attend. These others say it's even useless, you know. And what is your opinion, an overview opinion of, do you think it's important?
First of all, I don't think it is important. And the basis of that, first of all, is the idea of a national dialogue means a nation, and a nation is more than a state. A nation means that people are sharing certain values, certain ideas, certain things which bond them, yeah, certain things that bring them together, so that even if they have disagreements, there are certain of those things which bring them together to what they call the table, the round table, you understand? But in this case, when you look at Uganda, especially in the political arena, we are not a nation. We are not. We are so divided, and we don't even have ideologies which would identify with that could bring us closer to each other. Rather, we have partisan politics at best, and it's ruled basically by the pocket money.
Yes.
Yeah.
So your opinion is
it's not useful. What's useful as of now is educating the masses about their own dignity, their values, their norms, the things by which they ought to stand, values, so that a nation is built upon ideology and value, things that we ought to value as Ugandans, and therefore things which can make us come together.
Yes.
But just forging, forging, this is a political forgery. You're just forging something to come up with something just for convenience. That's what happened in 1966 when the Kabaka, actually before 1966, the Kabaka Yeka and UPC coalition.
Yes.
That was what they call marriage of convenience, and we don't want to witness such a thing because ideally the result will be the same. They will disagree at a certain moment.
Indeed, at a certain moment they'll disagree. Well, our time is fast spent, but I'd like to appreciate you for honoring our invitation, and we are very grateful that your opinion has counted to us. It has enlightened us on different things that we did not know, or some of the things that we're still having queries about.
Yeah.
But we're going to go for a big commercial break. But when we return, we'll be having the sports segment by Ali Matovu. So do not touch that dial. We are still here, Ebeneza Mukama Afuga.
Welcome to the Heads Show.
We gather, produce, and deliver news and other events happening in your area.
We engage experts, even you, the public, on topical issues such as business, health, family, and money, sex, and God.
All these issues inspire you, way or another, to make your daily decisions.
With the motivation of all your sports updates, we let you know what's happening to your greatest stars, both local and international.
I am Samantha Ndiamohachi.
Billy Gang Bruno.
Matovu Ali.
The Heads.
We inspire you
And educate you.
From 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. every weekday on Google Television.